folks. Welcome to Calvin's Guide Game. I'm Calvin.
I'm Lewis.
And today we are going to be doing another review on a board game because that's kind of what we do on this channel. We talk about board games, right? So, but before we do that, and before I tell you what game we're going to be reviewing, if I can get my phone to work here, I've got a couple of comments that I'd like to talk about. On the video of games I played 50 plus times, Mark Patoka said that they love Quicks as well. The Crew, both versions of The Crew, not just the Search for Planet 9. He said he recently completed all the missions of The Crew Mission Deep Sea. And I'd asked the question, do you count each play of The Crew as a separate play, like each mission, or do you count just one session where you play multiple missions as a session, just one-time play? And Mark Patoka says they count just playing, if they play 3 missions, it's still playing at one time, that deal. Yeah. Me, myself, I do each mission because you're starting a new mission, right? Yeah. It's a new game to me. And so, tomato, we all do it differently. But hey, thanks, Mark, for the comment. We sure appreciate it. And thanks for answering that question. All right, then we have Fred Cabrera. This is on the top 10 cooperative board games that we did. It's called, he says, my game group's a big fan of The Gang. It's fantastic, which I'm right there with you. I think The Gang is super fantastic. I think it's one of the games that, if I don't get it in my collection soon, I'm probably just going to go crazy. I just haven't pulled the trigger on buying it. I pick it up anywhere, basically, but I just haven't done it. And they also enjoy another cooperative game called Expressions, which I have not heard of. You?
Yes, I have.
I've not heard of it, but if he can mention it in the same breath as The Gang, it must be good. So I'm going to have to check it out.
It is.
So thanks, Fred. I appreciate that. And like I said, we do appreciate the comments. We will read them on a video. So if you comment, just understand that your comment will be read. Good, bad, indifferent. It is what it is. We take everything as constructive criticism. And if you have things that you like about it, we tell you that as well. All right. Before I also get started with what we're going to talk about today, the game we're going to talk about, everybody's excited. Hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
We need more subscribers. We need about 83.
83 more subscribers.
We're coming up. We're coming up, and I appreciate you guys. We're 83 away from 500. Thank you for those folks that have subscribed recently. We appreciate you very much, and I hope you continue to watch videos and comment. Share them, like them, tell other people about us, and we do appreciate it. All right, so the game we're going to be talking about today is Everdell. Everdell is a family strategy type game. Lewis, tell us a little more about it.
Everdell, a 2018 game. Publisher Starling Games, 1 to 4 players. About 40 to 80 minutes to play. It's ranked number 38 on BGG, and on the weight on it, which is how much mental power you have to put into it, is 2.82 out of 1 through 5. Well, 0 through 5 on there. So got to do a little bit mental work on that, but not too much.
It's weighted. It's a family strategy game, so it's really not that difficult. Mm-hmm. There is a little strategy to it, so younger people might have a little harder time trying to strategize it out. Okay, let's give an overview of the game. I'll do that, and then we'll talk about gameplay. Overview of the game. The game is you're some woodland creatures. You're going out gathering resources to bring other things to build post offices and other things into your tableau. You can also bring other woodland creatures into your tableau, your little city, your little village, and once you get, I can't remember how many cards it is. 15?
15.
Once you get 15 cards, you can't add any more cards to your tableau. Some of the cards allow you to grab other creatures for free. The building will let you grab the carrier pigeon or whatever it is for free. So there's other cards that will allow you to do that. It's a worker placement game where you're putting your little animals out. You only have to start with 2, I think.
2. You
put those out, and most places are only single places to go. There are some others that you can go, multiple people can go to. It's just a cute little game, lots of cards, a nice big cardboard tree that you put the cards under. It's a game that I think anybody could enjoy.
Yes.
So Lewis, tell me a little bit about gameplay. We're gonna rate this game at the end here, but we're gonna give you a thumbs up or thumbs down on some of the aspects of the games that we're looking at.
Gameplay, I'm going to give it thumbs up on there.
Okay.
Because it's a very straightforward game.
Mm-hmm.
And it is basically you take a little meat, your little willing creature, put it out there, do what it's gather, or do what it says on the icon on the board. Not much to choose else to do. It's just put it out there, get supplies, and wait until your next turn. Very straightforward on that. It's not until you start getting cards you start getting more abilities. So it's a straightforward game, and even the cards are straightforward on what you can do and cannot do. The one thing I wish there was more of on the gameplay is more meeples to do stuff.
But you get more as the seasons go along.
It goes on. But at the very beginning, you are very limited. On that
it doesn't seem
like
like you can do a whole lot.
Yes.
Right.
So for me, it is a thumbs up, even though that one little quirk at the very beginning of the game.
I agree with that statement. I'm also giving it a thumbs up on gameplay, and the reason is it's a worker placement game, which I like worker placement games. It's a gather resources. You buy some cards on your turn. You get resources. You buy some cards to put in your tableau. It's a tableau builder. And also there's in-game bonuses. So if you can get some of those in-game bonuses, you can score points. So you really don't ever know. I mean, you can kind of figure out who's ahead, who's not, but you really don't know if someone's going to go for the in-game bonus or not. So I think the gameplay is lively. Turns are not very long because you don't have many meeples. You don't have to sit and worry about it a whole lot. And there's not a ton of spaces to go to on the board, which kind of limits you. But you can pretty much go to where you need to go and get the stuff you need to get most of the time. So gameplay for me is a big thumbs up. All right, so we're going to talk about replayability.
Go ahead.
Replayability. The game gets a thumbs up from me because I think the game has variable setup with some of the in-game scoring that you can get. What comes out on the side for different locations to go to is different. And it has a huge deck of cards, and not all those cards come out every game. So the replayability of this game, now you'll probably see all the cards after about 5 to 10 plays of the game. And there are some duplicate cards in there. But I think the replayability of when they come out and things of that, I think will constantly give you a different game each time you play.
Yeah, myself also a thumbs up. Mostly it's because of that big old deck size and the little end goals or
what kind of size of deck?
The big old
deck.
Big old deck.
Big old deck. You ain't country at all.
No, I'm not.
Me either.
That big old deck size keeps it challenging because you really don't know what you're going to get.
That's right.
And the combinations, you might go, okay, a couple first games you play, you get the king and the queen. I say, okay, this is my combo. Right. But the third time you play, you don't get the king or the queen.
You don't even see them sometimes. Yes. They don't come out.
Right. And so you go, okay, that was my strategy. So you have to have different strategies on this game. Yeah. How the goal for each location near the tree constantly changes.
Well, they change during different games.
Yeah, different games on there. And if you don't need to, but if you do buy the expansion packs, sometimes when you buy an expansion pack, it says only use these cards with this expansion pack. Everdell does not do that. Everdell actually, you can use the cards from the expansion pack into the new current game, except for the goals. The goals do differ from which expansion part of the board you use, but the other cards that you gather for your little village does not matter. You can still use it. So yes, for me, that's a thumbs up on replayability.
Awesome. What about theme, Lewis?
Theme, actually, this is going to be a very two thumbs ups on here.
2 thumbs up for Lewis. I can only give you one, but
I know. The theme is set in the woodlands, and it keeps you in that theme the whole time. From the meeples of being different animals, turtle, rabbit, hedgehog, and a few other ones they add with the expansions. The board push you into the woodland feel on that. The tree, which I'll talk about later on components, but the tree also, how they did make it part of the board too. And the theme, most times when they add an expansion, the expansion doesn't fit with the main board.
Mm-hmm.
They actually, with the expansions, like I say, you don't have to have them to play this game. But if you want to get them, they actually fit onto the main board, and it makes it grow and more diversity of things to do. But to have that theme go on to the expansions, that is a unique thing. It has been done, but very few games can do it very easily and very clearly. So for me, it's a double thumbs up, even though it's one. I still say it's double on that.
I do say that I give the theme a thumbs up as well. Now, it's woodland creatures. You have little woodland meeples. You're going out collecting things, and you're building post offices and things like that. So the little woodland creatures are building their own city, which is kind of cool. So I think the theme does come through with the cards, the art on the cards, the woodland creatures and things like that. So I do think this game has the theme fits it very well, and I think it comes through for sure. That's a thumbs up for me. All right, so let's talk about the fun factor. This game gets a thumbs up for me because it is so easy to play. It's fun. It's light. You're putting out a worker. It's quick turns. You put out your work, collect your resources, buy some cards if you can, pass it on to the next person, right? And so if you run out of meeples, you collect your meeples. Lewis may not be ready to do that yet.
Right.
So he may be able to buy some cards and postpone his gathering of meeples and moving to the next season. And that's quite all right in this game. So this game is fun to me. It just has a lot of wanting to get it back to the table, and it looks good on the table. Great present. The game is a lot of fun. Exactly, fun.
For me, fun is also a thumbs up because the complexity of it is low. The strategy is midway. The luck of the game is midway. The mechanics to worry about what everything's going on is low. So for me, it's a thumbs up on there because it's just a steady pace. No really, what you say,
analysis paralysis
on this. Even for myself, when it's my turn, I do it. I'm done.
Well, you have time to look at, okay, well, if they don't go there, I'm going to go there.
Yes.
If they go there, I'm going to go here. So you can kind of figure that out, especially one person in front of you. It's not that hard. It's an easy game. But yeah.
So that was for me a thumbs up on fun.
What about game length, Lewis?
Game length, that is for me neither a thumbs up or a thumbs down. It's neutral.
Okay, you're a neutral guy
on that because yes, the core game, simple, easy to go. It won't take you long. About what the board says to be 40 to 80 minutes is approximately what it is. One thing that some folks might think that it takes too long is how you get yourself done and then you just sit back, and you don't sit back long. You just sit back a little bit while while the next person, well, I got all this. I'm going to do this, and you're going, well, that's my card. Well, now I have to strategize again. So it takes a little bit longer on that. So it doesn't take long, but it's not too quick. You enjoy yourself. So for me, it's a middle there.
Well, I kind of have to disagree with Lewis on this one. I think the game length is a thumbs up for me. I think the game it just does not overstay its welcome. Mm-hmm. I think actually a lot of times the game's over before I want it to be.
Yeah.
So I'm wanting to play it even longer. So the game length to me, it's fine, it's great, but it doesn't overstay its welcome. When it's time to end the game, it just kind of ends, right? It's just you're going through it and you're doing everything that you can do. But you do have some of those folks, like Lewis said, who plans really well and they have a lot of resources. And they can do a bunch of stuff on their turn. And that's fantastic. That's great. That's kind of what you're supposed to do with an engine building game,
Yes.
right? A tableau building game. And if you're not efficient in that, I think I could see where it would be kind of problematic for others. But I think the game length is perfectly fine. I think it's wonderful. And sometimes it's over too soon. And I wanted to do more than I could.
Yeah.
So I give it a thumbs up. All right, let's talk about components. Components. I mean, you said who made this game? Starling Games, right?
Yeah, Starling Games.
Starling Games makes great products. The components are always nice. The little components are squishy. The little berries are squishy.
Yes.
The resin looks like resin. The wood looks like wood. The stone looks like stone. The game just looks really good. Lewis is going to talk about the tree. I'll let him talk about that. The artwork on the cards are fantastic. It looks good. It looks like it's supposed to, with woodland creatures in a post office or a raft, a little guy going through a raft. It's just really cool. The board looks good, and it's functional. You know exactly where everything is on the board. It's functional. It looks good, and the game is great. Components, thumbs up.
For myself, it's going to be also a thumbs up. Really should be two thumbs up, but it's one. When you put out this board, like any other board game, you're going, oh, that's nice, cards, yes, fine. Oh, nice little squishy berries, like Calvin said. But what takes center is the tree. The tree is very, you get in memorize on the tree. It focus your focus goes to the tree because it was well done. Even though it's cardboard, it was very well done. Now, yes, there is a upgraded version out there, and you don't have to buy it. Some folks have, that is completely wood, and it's way beautiful on there. I don't have it because I've seen it, $100. Little bit.
Cardboard's fine.
Yeah, cardboard is fine, but how it incorporates with the board, how it makes it part of the game, and most components have that, and most board games will have that. But this, just that tree, it brings you into it completely. That 3-dimension right there, and how everything works off of it. You take your little meatball for the next season off of there, cards, your gold cards on top of there too. So it just was done very well on that tree. I actually never took it apart. After I
didn't either. When I put it together, it's now on a shelf, and when I play it, I bring it off the shelf.
Yeah, me too. That will never fall apart. Be taken apart again. I think my wife. I'm about to say my mom. Who? Well, yeah. My wife actually is planning to make sure it's glued properly so it won't fall apart. So yes, for me, that tree makes the whole game.
All right, Lewis. What do you rate the game? What do you give Everdell as a rating?
I'm gonna even it out for Calvin. I'll give it a 8.5.
8.5. Well, I will give Everdell a 9. It just clicks all the boxes for me. Everdell's a 9. It deserves a 9. It looks good. Plays great. Everything about it is fantastic. So if you haven't ever played Everdell, go find it. Go to your local board game store. See if they got it to play. Sit down and have somebody play, or bring some folks to play it with you. I think you'll enjoy it. But I think Everdell's fantastic.
Yes, it is. It's very fantastic.
So, with that being said, if you guys would like to comment, do you think Everdell's worth a 9 or an 8.5 by Lewis? Put it down in the comments. Let us know. If you like Everdell, let us know what you like about it the most. If there's a game out there that you like more than Everdell, that's like Everdell, it's a tableau building game, let me know that too.
Yep.
We'd like to know. But guys, we do appreciate you for watching. We thank you for subscribing these last few months and weeks. We got 83 more to go, and when we hit that 500, I will start making a video or sending out surveys or something to where we can talk about buying a board game and being able to give it away to subscribers. So hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share it with your friends, and like I always say, get a board game to the table, spend time with your friends and family, and I thank you for watching Calvin's Guy Game.